The world is on edge right now. With the recent US military strikes on Iran's key nuclear facilities, global markets have taken a huge hit. But here's the burning question: how will this affect the crypto market, specifically Bitcoin? With all the turmoil, could this be your chance to capitalize on a massive buying opportunity? Let's break it down. Hey crypto fam, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some seriously important news that's shaking up global markets. The US military carried out airstrikes on Iran's nuclear sites, and now everyone's wondering what's next. While this is obviously a huge geopolitical event, we're going to focus on how it's impacting Bitcoin and the broader crypto markets, and more importantly, if this could be a major buying opportunity for us, the investors. So, let's talk about the recent events that have sent shockwaves through the markets. A short time ago, the US military carried out massive precision strikes on three key nuclear facilities in Iran, namely Natanz and Esfahan. These strikes have made the market extremely volatile, and in just 24 hours, over $1.02 billion in liquidations were seen across crypto markets, especially affecting Bitcoin. The impact on Bitcoin was immediate. We saw Bitcoin's streak of staying over $100,000 for 44 days get broken, with the price dipping to $99,000. This might sound alarming to some of you, especially if you're holding Bitcoin, but here's the thing: nothing fundamentally has changed with Bitcoin or crypto as assets. The only thing that's causing this downturn is fear driven by the potential of escalating tensions and a possible new war. Now, let's take a moment to consider how this situation could play out. Is this the beginning of a major war? Well, let's be real, a full-scale boots-on-the-ground war is not very likely, at least not right away. But what we're facing is a lot of geopolitical uncertainty. If you look at the history of markets during times of war, one thing becomes clear: stock markets, and in this case, Bitcoin, often rise when the government prints more money to fund wars. And guess what? More money printing generally means higher prices for Bitcoin. Here's where things get interesting. Bitcoin might dip further. We could see it hit the low $90,000s in the next few weeks, or even the high $80,000s. But don't panic just yet. These dips won't necessarily break the market structure. Even if Bitcoin spends a few weeks in the $80,000 range, it's still a major buying opportunity for anyone with cash on the sidelines. Why do I say this is a buying opportunity? The thing is, once the uncertainty settles and any hint of de-escalation happens, expect a massive price rebound. When markets fear the worst and then see a de-escalation, they usually react with a huge upward momentum. If you're holding Bitcoin or any other crypto, be ready for a big bounce back. Let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture. Despite the short-term volatility, the long-term outlook for Bitcoin and crypto remains strong. Remember, Bitcoin is here to stay. More and more institutional investors, sovereign wealth funds, and even countries like Iran are starting to buy Bitcoin and build on blockchain. To give you a broader sense of where things are heading, the entire Middle East is jumping on the crypto train. Countries like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, and Bahrain are embracing blockchain, not just for Bitcoin, but for infrastructure projects like government services and licenses. Even the US government is on board with Bitcoin. They've signed executive orders for more Bitcoin acquisitions and are pushing bills to regulate and grow the market. With more institutional adoption and greater global buy-in, Bitcoin's future is looking bright. So, let's talk about the possibility of a super cycle for Bitcoin. A super cycle in crypto happens when adoption, use cases, and demand increase to a point where the price skyrockets. With the US and global governments pushing more pro-Bitcoin policies, and big money pouring into the market, Bitcoin is in the perfect position to see massive long-term gains. Look, we all know the US dollar is weakening. In fact, many countries are looking at Bitcoin as an alternative reserve asset, which is going to be bullish for the entire crypto market. The more adoption we see, the more the price of Bitcoin will go up. If you're not in yet, this is your chance. To sum it up, yes, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. The events with Iran could escalate, but historically, markets rebound quickly when fears subside. Bitcoin is still a long-term play, and if you have cash to invest, now could be the time to buy the dip. This market is only going to grow, and the best opportunities are often born in times of uncertainty. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more updates on crypto. Stay informed, stay strong, and keep investing smartly. As always, keep an eye on the market, because times like these are when real fortunes are made. Just a quick reminder, this video is for informational purposes only. It's not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before making any investment decisions.